Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast with Phil Graham. We help you master Facebook ads and give you an unfair advantage over your competition. Are you ready? Let's go.
What is up, podcast family? Welcome to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast, episode 426. Phil Graham here. Today, I'm going to be talking about how to fail at Facebook and Instagram ads. I'm going to talk about some common mistakes that so many advertisers make that can cause them to fail. So I'm flipping the script, and I'm going to walk you guys through exactly how to fail when you're running ads so you can hopefully avoid every single one of these traps. Because most people don't fail at their ads because of the algorithm. They fail because they make a lot of mistakes that are very avoidable. And we're going to talk about some of those big mistakes today. Also, at the end of the episode, I'm going to share a bonus segment, the fastest way to fail at Facebook ads as well. So welcome to the show. I hope you guys had a great 4th of July if you're in the US. Happy summer, unless you're in Australia, then happy winter, I guess. And are you guys taking any vacations this year? I think we're probably going to take a trip out to Florida and see some family, which should be fun, especially since all I need is an internet connection and a laptop, and I can still get all my stuff done. And I can enjoy some sun while we're at it. So that should be fun. I hope you guys are doing some fun stuff as well. Before jumping into the content, if you guys are looking for some one-on-one help with your ads, with your marketing, with your AI, or if you're looking for somebody to run your ads for you, for either one of those things, just go to my website, philgrahamdigital.com, or DM me on Instagram at philgrahamdigital, and I would love to connect with you. Now, I do have a little update as well. I'm not sure if you've heard it or not, but last month, just a few weeks ago, really, Meta announced that they were going to start allowing ads in WhatsApp, which is actually really cool. We already have ads in Facebook, in Instagram, in Messenger, and in Threads. But now we have WhatsApp as an opportunity for ads as well. So it just keeps getting better and better. So check out your placements, see if it's possible for you. If you don't have it yet, you should get it very soon. Let's jump right in and talk about the common mistakes that so many advertisers make that can cause them to fail. First, I want to make a really important point. Now, most of you guys know I am not one of those fake guru scammers out there. I tell it like it is. And when I'm sharing this stuff today, what I believe to be big mistakes that can cause a lot of failure, these are things I would completely avoid. Could there be exceptions where you or somebody could do these and maybe not fail? Of course. In anything, there's usually some kind of exceptions. So just keep that in mind. But I'll tell you this. I would avoid these mistakes like the plague and run the other way if I was doing them. So just keep that in mind. And also, it's important to note that when we're talking about stuff on the podcast or anywhere else for that matter, it's important for you guys to realize that there's never guarantees when it comes to your ads. In fact, if somebody says that there is, where if they guarantee you success or riches, get the hell out of there because there isn't. They're lying to you. Stay away from that kind of crap. Mistake number one is just relying on AI by itself without any of your strategy, without any skill on your part at all. I see this mistake being made so much. I've got so many people that come to me that do this, that are losing time, that are losing money, and they're losing out because of this mistake. Now, I love AI, but it's got to be combined with your skill as well and an overall strategy as well. It's not enough to just use AI. That's a big mistake. There are so many advertisers that also just use Advantage Plus to do everything and hope for the best with no proper testing. Or they use AI headlines and AI ad copy with literally no human editing or no strategy or specific ad angles. Again, those are mistakes in a lot of situations that can cause advertisers to sometimes fail. Not sure if you've heard my example on AI yet, but if not, let me just quickly give it. I look at AI like the best chef's knife in the world. So if you give that to a normal person, they're going to be able to use that amazing chef's knife and cut stuff up really nicely. Hopefully, they don't cut their finger off, but they're able to use that knife. However, if you give that same chef's knife, that amazing knife, to like a 5-star Michelin chef, they can not only cut stuff up with that knife, but make an unforgettable, amazing meal with it. It's their skill and talent using the tool combined that makes something amazing. It's not just the tool. And that's why I'm always saying don't just rely on AI alone. It's a big mistake. Mistake number 2, if you want to not fail at Facebook ads, don't do this. That is running ads without a strategy. There are so many advertisers that just randomly run ads or boost their posts and hope for the best. Or they run one ad to cold traffic and they don't have any retargeting. They don't have like a system in place. There may not be a funnel, just vibes. Just, hey, let's run this ad and vibe. Let's just see how it goes. They just randomly run ads without a plan, without a plan of how long they're going to let them run, what they're looking for to decide whether to turn them off or not. They don't have any of that. They just randomly run stuff. Most advertisers do that, and that causes a lot of failure. Mistake number 3, testing 10 different things at once, or it could be 5, or it could be 20, but testing all kinds of stuff. If you're testing something, there should be essentially 2 different ads for each one thing you're testing. Because if you've got 5 differences in 2 ads, then you're never going to know what made the difference, whether it was good or bad. You have no clue. So many advertisers test 10 different things at once, and then guess what? They blame Facebook when they can't figure out why it's not working. That's a sure sign of failure. You don't want to do that. Mistake number 4, big time failure move. A lot of failed advertisers waste their time on social media and listen to the fake gurus. Now, I did not say spend time on social media. I said they're wasting it on social media. Those are 2 very different things. Social media is awesome, but you can also waste a lot of time on there. So if you want to try and almost guarantee failure for yourself, just scroll Instagram all day, scroll TikTok and YouTube looking for secret hacks on how to succeed from idiots who've probably never even run a real campaign or don't have a business working with clients. You'll end up chasing trends, copying a lot of horrible advice, and probably never succeeding. So many of these people are just fake experts that'll just waste your time and money, that are just hungry for clicks, hungry for fame at your expense. You know what real ad success comes from? It comes from building your strategy and skill, really understanding your audience, creating creatives that speak to them, and testing like a scientist and paying attention to the data. None of that is what all these idiots, these fake gurus typically talk about. And you want to avoid them like the plague. So that's what real ad success looks like, is those 4 things I just mentioned, among other things too. But it's not from like stealing somebody's exact funnel or buying someone's rented Lambo fake lifestyle BS. That's not going to work. So if you want to guarantee or almost guarantee yourself failure, just spend hours scrolling through reels, looking for that next hack, or copy someone's ads. Many times you're copying stuff that wastes money and loses money, and it's wasting your time. Waste your time, waste your money, and then blame Facebook that it doesn't work and repeat. These fake gurus are not experts. All they're trying to do is either sell courses and or make a name for themselves as an influencer. And so many of them have no business, don't have clients, or if they do, it's from people that just consume their crap and then buy their course, but not clients that they run ads for. So I wouldn't waste my time on any of that stuff, but especially, hey, if their advice includes, showing themselves in some stupid sports car that was rented, or maybe some crypto slang, or they call themselves a growth hacker, run fast the other way. If they spend a lot of time on social media but don't actually have clients, run the other way, my friends, unless, of course, you want to fail. And obviously, I'm not here to piss people off. I'm sure that in the sea of crap, in the sea of fake gurus and scammers, there's always a few that are not like that. So I'm not saying every single person on earth is like that, but I will say that 99% of them that I see are. So be very careful and try and avoid all that crap unless you like failure. Mistake number 5 is to just target everyone randomly. Don't do any audience research. Just choose broad targeting and set it and forget it. That's a big mistake. In fact, a lot of people say that's all you need to do these days. Well, I can show you tons of data that shows segmented interest specific audiences can still do really well. Now, I love audiences like Advantage Plus. I still use those, and sometimes they're amazing. But other times, the interest audiences outperform them by a lot. So there's not one that is just the one you should always use. You want to be testing different things. So don't just target everyone and set it and forget it unless you like failure. Mistake number 6, ignoring the data. This is a huge one. Bad advertisers or advertisers that fail, they don't really know how to evaluate their data. Typically, all they look at is, did it bring us any sales or not? A lot of times they focus on that from day one, the return on ad spend. And they're ignoring signs that something could be bad or good, like click-through rate or cost per click or frequency or many other things. There's a lot of advertisers that'll just turn ads off based off of emotion and not data. And that can cause a lot of failure. So don't let that be you. Okay, we got a couple more and then we'll get to our bonus segment. Number 7, another big mistake is using terrible ads, terrible creatives. I see this all the time. Stock photos where you can tell it's a stock photo. It sucks. It doesn't, bring any excitement or stick out. It's boring. Maybe the ad copy's boring or just generated from AI and it doesn't really speak to your exact audience. The call to actions might just be bland and boring. You might talk about the product a lot, but never about your customer or their needs or their wishes or their troubles or challenges or what could inspire them. It's all about the product or the service. Another thing with terrible creatives, not having a hook in the first 3 seconds of a video or the first sentence of your ad copy. All of these things can sometimes cause failure with your ads. Mistake number 8 is not retargeting. Just letting your warm traffic opportunities slip away, never retargeting, not running any middle or bottom of the funnel ads, no trust building content, and just spraying and praying and hoping for the best with no strategy. It's another sure sign that it's probably not going to go very well. And mistake number 9 is quitting too soon. You spend $30 or $50 or $500. You advertise for a day or 5 days or 9 days, and then you decide that just Facebook ads don't work. Oh my gosh, like that's a sure sign of failure. It's a sure sign that somebody doesn't know what they're doing. Bad advertisers will panic if they don't get a sale after a day or 3 days or whatever the case may be. If you want to fail, if you like failure, do that stuff. If you don't, then avoid it. And then last, but certainly not least, quick bonus segment. What are the fastest ways to fail with Facebook ads here in mid 2025? Well, there's actually a lot more than this, but just 3 quick ones. Number 1, I would say trusting the gimmicks like hacks or automation tools or any of that crap that promises riches. It's a bunch of BS. Number 2 is blindly either copying competitors' ads without any context at all, whether you know whether they're successful or not, those specific ads, or why they're running them, or what they ran previously, or what their brand looks like, but just blindly copying them, or blindly copying what some fake guru says without testing. Big mistake. And number 3, another big one, believing that the first creative that you make, whether it's an image or video, is going to be your best. A lot of times it might be your 8th or your 28th, not your first. So, my friends, a lot of these things are big mistakes that advertisers make that can cause them to fail. Obviously, there are some exceptions, but for the most part, I would not be wanting to make any of these mistakes, and I hope you're not. And if you are, you're not alone, but now you're on notice. Now you know, and you can change your ways. So if you guys have questions about this stuff, just get in touch. PhilGrahamDigital.com is the website, or you can DM me on Instagram at PhilGrahamDigital. Let's connect. Episode 426 is in the books. Thank you guys so much for being here. I'll be back next Tuesday with another great episode. Hope you have a great week. Peace out.
Thanks for listening to the Next Level Facebook Ads Podcast. Please remember to subscribe and share this with all your friends. For show notes, more tips, and to learn more about Phil, please visit philgrahamdigital.com/podcast.